What is up, everyone? This is Rob the Vapor here. I'm back in a new location with a new video for y'all. And today we have the Tesla Invader 2. And apologies for my voice, it's a little bit congested. I'm still sick, getting over it. So I'm not at my vaping best today. Okay, so anyway, the Tesla Invader 2 is a really weird looking little mechanical box mod that comes from Tesla, the same guys who did the 120 watt that I just reviewed. So basically this is a one dual 18650 box mod. Found that tough to get out there. And yeah, it's a pretty nice little mod. It's got a triple MOSFET, which I think is the advantage over the original Invader, or at least Tesla says so, for what it's worth. And I'll show you guys a picture of that right now, and you can see the three MOSFETs on it. So I can't actually bust out the chip of this box because it's actually closed off, and this is a review copy, so I don't want to bust it out and damage it, you know what I mean? This isn't mine, so I don't want to bust it open, you know what I mean? But there is videos out there where people bust them open, and it's all correct, to the best of my knowledge. So with the MOSFETs, then that adds reverse battery protection, short circuit protection, auto adjusting, well, the MOSFET doesn't do this, but auto adjusting copper 510, copper positive contacts, battery cover lock with magnets, and it's there's rosewood, which is this one, and then there's also an ebony model 2. I've got the Green XV2 sitting on top of it here. So these batteries run in parallel, and what this means is, thanks to Fluffton on ECREU, really good user over there, knows the stuff about batteries, helped me out with this stuff because I've never done like dual mech battery mounts, so I was kind of confused about how they ran. So they run in parallel configuration. The batteries will be seen at the same side. We'll show you that. So what it means is basically your voltage will be the same as a single cell, but the capacity will be doubled and the amp load will be spread across the cells, which will put less strain on the battery, so that's good, you know. So with a dual 18650 box in parallel with a 10 amp load, you would have a 4.2 volt max charge voltage with double the capacity. So basically this delivers the same bang as you would get from a single mechanical mod, except to spread the load across the two, so it's more even drain and stuff like that, to the best of my knowledge. And that's from Fluffton at ECREU. He has a post for the wiki where he talks about all the different benefits of each configuration. Yeah, so then with that, then basically you can fire this pretty much at anything. The minimum atomizer resistance is 0.1 ohms, so you know you can go pretty low. This is at 0.3. So that is what it is. It's a really nice box. I really like it. It feels good in your hand. It's really comfortable, and it can be used left or right. Obviously, it's quite a nice thing. The button is quite nice as well. You just fire it like that, and yeah, the quality is pretty good. You know, you see, I've got a little tab here. I put some cloth in behind the batteries to pop them out easy. But we'll show you that when we go up close with it too. But yeah, it hits really well. And with the added triple MOSFET, mechanically it's a pretty good way to go about it, you know what I mean? Now there's no security features on the actual box. There's no like security switch or anything that, like, you know, locks or anything like that, which is a bit of a pity because it's actually a really nice mod, and it's a pity because Tesla are sort of marketing this as like an outdoor, you know, mech, you know what I mean? It's like the climber's mech. So it comes with the carabiner thing, and like you pop it in its pouch. The pouch is really nice. It comes really cool. I'll show you guys the box and the pouch and how it's presented when you actually get it. But that's, you know, how it comes. So it'll auto fire in your pocket. But it's actually really slick. I really like it. I think it's a really cool presentation, you know. One of the more nicely presented boxes that you can get, you know. So basically with this, obviously, because it's a mechanical, you can't change the wattage or voltage or anything like that. It's literally, you know, just straight up as is. But I've been using this for a few days now, and I actually really like it. This is something that I would use inside as opposed to like carrying around, obviously, because it's a mech, and secondly, because there's no sort of proper lock for it. The button, you know, it would be hard to press down that button, auto fire it in your pocket. It takes quite a, you know, you can see there that you have to quite press it in quite a bit. I wish more mech box mods, and just mods in general, had some sort of recessed button. You know, kind of like the way the MVP has it, where it's like, it's got the sort of thingy around it. Like, this kind of has it, but it's still popping out of the actual unit. But it's nice, and it puts out, like, immediate vapor. It's like, straight away, as soon as you press that button, boom. So, one of the interesting things about this mod is, it actually has a better 510 than the Tesla Invader, or the Tesla 120 watt. So, right out of the box, this has a better 510, which is, it's just a floating 510, like, which means that, well, self-adjusting 510, which means that it'll, you know, any atomizer that you stick in there, it'll have absolutely no issue with taking, so it's pretty nice that way. And they all sit flush, and they all look pretty good. I think it's a 22mm 510. Everything seems to sit pretty flush on it. But yeah, I really like this, actually. You know, this is something that I would definitely buy myself. And this is known as a half mech mod, so it's like, you know, half mechanical, as to say, because it has that MOSFET protection. The box, never mind the ghetto cover thing that we have there, but the box actually comes like that. And then you can see that it has written on the inside, it has Tesla Invader 2, the safest half mechanical wood box mod with USA MOSFET for short circuit protection and reverse battery protection. Now, this is where all your circuits are, but busting that off can be quite tricky, so I don't want to do any damage to this unit. So I've watched some other reviews and stuff like that, and it does what it says on the tin. It has the MOSFETs there, so happy days. There's not much more I can say about it. This is the little box that it comes in. I was going to bring this unit up close, but I don't think I really need to. You know, my camera in this new light is quite good for autofocusing on the product, so I mean, I can just show it here like this. So there's the Invader 2 box, quite simple, nothing fancy. You've got a security code that you can check out on Tesla's website to make sure that it's legitimate. The only problem with those are that they don't have like a counter, so I mean, I could send someone codes and they could just print it out and put it on the unit and put a foil over it, and there you go, like you have legitimate codes. But yeah, it comes sitting in its pouch in the box, so it's pretty cool that way. I really like it. There's not much I can say about it, except it just hits like a truck. So much so that actually, this is like the first setup I've had on an Orchid where maybe now I've whipped it incorrectly for the first time ever, but it does actually, you will get a dry hit fairly quickly after using it that way. So you can hold it like either way, you know, you can use your thumb sort of in a groove and sort of, like, it's not the most comfortable, so I like to hold it like the way it's intended, you know, and then with the thumb fire button. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a really nice desktop unit, you know, it's something that I'd have sitting on my desk. Battery life is pretty good, obviously, and it's just really nice. I've got two Samsungs in it. And I'll actually pop out the batteries now for you guys, so you guys can see exactly what it looks like, you know, when you're popping your batteries in and stuff. Oops, there goes the battery anyway. Sorry about that, guys. Your ears probably hurt. Now, and so there's the inside. Tesla says you got your copper connectors there at the top, and you've got your plus and minus, which is nice. Always nice on a Mac to have that, just to let you know what's the right way to put it. And you've got your little clips at the bottom then to hold the battery in place as well, your little negatives. And yeah, the magnets feel good, but of course, because they're magnets, you know what I mean, it's probably going to be a matter of time before they wear out. But I mean, with a box mod like this, you could really sort of adjust it and sort of maybe even modify it yourself, you know. It's quite a simple unit, so I mean, it's quite conceivable that you would be able to do, you know, some sort of aftermarket mod on it to you know, add life to the box or even replace the magnets themselves. I'd say they'd be quite tricky to pop out, but um, you know, it's definitely doable. But it does snap on really well, and it does fit really well. Reminds me of those old like smoking boxes that you'd get. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it looks really slick. Very, very slick, and I like it a lot. I was actually considering buying this myself because I have, I want an NE650 Joule sort of box, but I'm spending a lot of stuff, a lot of money on these things. So I have a KF14 review coming up. I have the Sigreen XV2 review coming up, and I also have the Sigreen XV3 review coming up. Um, I also have. Is there anything else there that I got? I've got some other stuff coming up, and while I'm in this room and in this house, my limit capabilities are a bit limited. My upload capabilities, if I said that. So it's quite tough for me to get videos out, but I'm gonna try and upload them work and use their internet and not tell them. So that's the plan. But yeah, man, it's a great mechanical mod if you're looking for a mechanical box mod, which is pretty safe as far as mechanical box mods go. Um, it doesn't run in series, so it's probably a much better option. Um, so yeah, that's about it, guys. I've been Rob the Vapor. Haters catch the vapors. I'll see y'all later. If you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Let me know what you think about this box mod. Are you going to buy it? Let me know all of that stuff. I got this from Sigreen.com. And Chris is a really good guy over there. I can vouch for him big time. And on Sigreen, they retail for €47, which is actually really cheap. So I do recommend it. Really nice box. Comes in a really nice setup. Do check it out. This has been the Tesla Invader 2, and I've been Rob the Vapor. Bye bye, guys.